Welcome back. So last time I went through the tutorial, and now we're approaching Great Falls, and something about missing a photo opportunity. I don't even know where I'm going. Am I going right here? I guess so.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Man.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
Deerfest.
You have a lovely wife. If you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat Maine, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I think he wanted me to shake his hand.
I don't recognize a
I'm not
famous
gonna get near
writer
him.
such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I could get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
He's an old guy. He's an old man. He is not going to be able to keep that to himself. He's going to go into town, go to the local cafe or McDonald's or wherever he hangs out every single day because he's bored, and just be like, "You will never guess who I just met." And they'll be like, "Uh-huh, sure, Mr. Maine. Who'd you meet this time?" And he's going to tell them, and yeah, no one's going to believe him, but he's not going to keep it secret. That's for sure.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite writer?
They really
Are you
take
there yet?
Deerfest
Very.
seriously.
Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word, and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place?
68th
Has it
annual.
gotten your
They've had
creative juices
68
flowing?
Barry,
Deerfests.
we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. I'm just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Those guys
Barry
are
is
hovering
Barry.
over
I
there
can always turn off the phone.
as if
What
they
did
were
I
on the
tell
boat.
Text message from Barry.
See, they're moving
He
up
says
and
hi to
down
you
in
too.
time with
Alan,
the
we're
boat
here.
to the side. Maybe
Come
this
on,
is
let's
just an
get back to the
optical
car.
illusion, and I'm floating up and down, and it's changing the perspective to make it look like they're floating up and down. But I don't know. It clearly looks like those two models are in sync with the
Come
other,
on,
the
Slowpoke.
floating boat
You get
right
the
in
full
front of
service
them.
here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, sounds like you've got a lazy bastard for a husband.
Yeah, but I got a thing for him. Come on, you lazy bastard. Let's go.
Get back to the car. Is this our car? Yes, it is.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was
that's
wondering if you
just
could help
silly.
me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God, I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I
Why would
really
that
am.
brown
I'm
cardboard
glad to hear that.
be there?
Rose.
Rose.
In a
I'm looking for
cafe.
Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment.
He looks so disgusted by that. He's like,
Believe
ugh.
it. I've got all
Really?
your books.
I gotta
I got the
wait.
cutout from the bookstore
Also-
when they took it out of the window.
The name? Carl
And
Stuckey?
you keep it here. Well,
It's an unfortunate name.
good for you.
Alright, well, she explained the cardboard cutout, but I don't believe it.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
It's coffee. It's coffee. It's in an unmarked can.
Are you staying long, Mr. Wake? I can't believe it. I'm having a conversation with Alan Wake.
I'm just gonna leave you alone now.
Right. So much for a quiet vacation.
Are you on your own, or is your wife with you? I can show you the town if you want. I get off work at 6.
Stop talking to me and clean up this
Thanks,
table.
Rose. We'll be sure to keep that in
Do
mind.
me a favor,
Terrible service.
Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep.
You don't even have to get up. You just kind of have to turn around and poke it.
Are you serious?
Like, you can reach it.
Coconut again?
Pretty sure you're just drunk, sir.
Disgust me. Call
It's
yourself
not
a
even
rocker.
noon yet.
Unbelievable. Ha!
I'm just gonna walk in here. Oh.
It does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about, yes!
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
I agree, Alan. I agree. Crazy woman, I remember you.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stucky, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. No, not here. It's... Alright, he's in the bathroom. So I'm just gonna, like, interrupt him in the bathroom. Because that's, you know...
Hello?
the polite thing to do.
Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Now,
Thanks.
I mean, usually when someone's dressed like that, means funeral. And I don't know, maybe I wouldn't impose and be all like...
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very
Oh, hey, I'm
inspiring.
very sorry about your loss, but... that's creepy. You see that? I was
Lucky
fine.
This time, young man, you can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
Maybe you just freak out about all the darkness stuff going on.
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Splendid, splendid.
Yeah, okay. So let's keep walking before I hear the end of that conversation.
They're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. Seriously, clean up your... There are like 4 tables, waitress. 4 tables that I see that need to be cleaned. Do your job. Do your job.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Did not leave a good impression on me. Not going back to that
Mission
cafe.
accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
You didn't bring them?
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
Oh no, then what did I get?
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
We'll talk about it. See, that's when you know something's up.
I
We'll
didn't
talk
wanna
about it when we
talk
get
about it. I
home.
wanted
And
to
then
bury my
she
whole
says
sand.
later instead of home.
Once
She
upon a
avoids
time,
the
I
topic.
was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a
clear night, so you folks.
Don't get me wrong. When you have writer's block, yeah, it sucks.
Once in a while, see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
This episode's just gonna be me running around, not shooting anything.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
Again, looks much
Don't
better
worry,
than the cutscene.
I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Yeah, so why does she have to get a flashlight? Why she should have flashlights on her at all time if she's honestly really like has a phobia about this. She's also taking a very long time. And you know, this is me not running. So that leads me to believe that Alan Wake's default is kind of always a light jog. So why is he so out of shape? Purdy. Maybe I'll make this episode a little longer. Because I know once the level actually starts, you know, you can get into it. So I think that's going to be
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
Yeah, that's going to be the idea here is I'll try and keep them 15-minute episodes, but if I honestly feel that there wasn't enough gameplay and too much cutscenes and too much out of actual gameplay segments, then I'll make it run a little longer than 15.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
The island had once been the site.
Interrupting cutscene.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here. Maybe it would be that again.
Yeah, it's really not dark enough to have that much light peeking out. For the most part, though, the game does have very, very good light effects. And, you know, you kind of would have to, as
Alice?
that's kind of the point of the
Honey?
game.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
Okay. Yep. I'm Alan Wake. I run into chairs, knocking them all around. That's my thing.
The Deer Fest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. A famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to
The old door had played a trick on me. Alice wouldn't have come out in the dark.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake.
Told you he would have let the cat out of the bag.
I just saw him at the diner.
I mean, it was kind of his fault for kind of dropping a hint.
Here too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBFFM, and now some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
But it's not what you think. See? You see the pants there? It's a trap.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study.
Told
Go
you
take
it was
a
a
look.
trap.
Okay.
See, why would you take her pants off right here and have them hanging here if it wasn't to trick you? Ha ha.
Surprise!
Hope you like doing
Alice?
work on your vacation.
What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, you... Everyone
Hey,
keeps...
hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists. Maybe
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through.
I think he's overreacting a little bit, I'll admit, but... See, I feel like maybe she should have been like, you know, go on this vacation, kind of come out, clear his mind for a while, not think about things, because obviously he's stressed about how he can't get over this writer's block. And then one day be like, by the way, Alice? I know we came here not to write, but
Alice?
Maybe you've had some inspiration. Instead of like,
Alice!
And then 15 minutes being like, hey, yo, here's your typewriter, get to work.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
What the hell? Gotta love birds. Yeah, I wasn't running or anything.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
I'm sure that water's cold and that jacket is not cold.
Wake up.
Alice?
Alright, so...
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another.
This level a bit.
I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice.
I remember beating this level.
The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
But I've certainly played a decent amount of said level.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face.
I mean, I'm also confused at the jump all of a sudden to here. But I'm sure that's part of the story, and I'm sure we get to that here in a bit.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Oops. I really didn't mean to do that. This is awkward. I really just kind of meant to stand up close to there and take a look. I mean, he kind of, I mean, from the looks of it, he kind of takes a long way around.
The gas station was my
station.
best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
I mean, I guess that is kind of a straight drop. What do I know? Nothing. I know nothing. You're a terrible driver. No wonder she drove you. She knew you'd get into a car wreck. I mean, already you've hit a hitchhiker and you've driven off a cliff by hitting a tree. Mind you, I don't know if those instances actually really happened.
Hello? Hello? Is someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
F5. Yeah, I think maybe these are the ones that I've actually already gotten on my first playthrough. So, interesting. Also, I think it's interesting that he knows the title of his book, but nothing else about it.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
I mean, I'm not like a full-blown writer or anything, but I think it's odd that you work from the title. You usually probably work on the concept, the theme.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Build the title off of that when you know what you want. But what do I know? Employees must report to all times.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Just trespass.
Hey!
I mean, no big deal.
Hey, you! Phil! There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl...
I just read about that.
To meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
So yeah, I definitely am curious as to what exactly is going on. Like, is this part all in his imagination? Is this really going on? I don't know, and I'm interested to find out. Good day, sir. I can't believe I just did that. I'm sorry. I really am. I'd like to think I'm better than that.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Product placement.
During your trying
batteries
incontestably proven health benefits let you kill one stone.
Yes.
See the sights and keep those
Great Falls Sheriff Station.
Hello?
Yay!
This is bad.
All right. Go, go, go! Ah, cool. Alright. I made it. Oh, okay, so it wasn't as last minute as I thought. Ow, right, electricity. Don't touch live wires, folks. It is bad for you.
There were more of them. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick.
Ow, right, no, get away from there! God, stupid. That's right, just kick it. Because that's what normal people do when they see
The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
arrows.
Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies
Now
near
let's
it.
go back to the revolver. I don't want to waste that again. Not this time. Oh, right. So I knocked the power out to that, so I can probably walk over this now without electrocuting myself. Yup.
It's rabbit season.
Duck season. I bet something's up here, out of the way. Oh, manuscript page. And that is indeed one I have not read
she
yet.
had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Uh-oh. That's not, that doesn't sound like the start of a psychotic fan at all. I'm sure that will end well and without incident. Yep, old creepy funeral lady.
What the hell was that?
I agree.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Probably reload to full capacity. I like walking around. I have 3 bullets in my gun. Rock, right. Definitely like the atmosphere in this game. Really dig it.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark,
I like
stalking me.
Look how crazy they can kind of get here. I like That just hit me or no? Did I miss? Ow. Ow. Seriously, that wasn't cool. I like how I believe they were hatchets, just kind of bouncing off me when they hit me. I mean, maybe they hit me with the flat side and that's why they bounced off, but it's still pretty funny to see them just, like, get flung at me. Yep, not that way. Not that way. Proceed at your own risk. I believe, before I go into this next section here, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, call it the end of an episode, and I will see you next time on Alan